Znajdujemy się w ubikacjach na farze. Jak widać, inne teamy przyklejają tu naklejki, więc my też postanowiliśmy zostawić swoją z misji. Hexa 5, która właśnie wróciła. Udanej misji. Pierwszy nominal fly. Będzie tu zawsze dominowana nad wszystkimi. Dla hobby przykleimy też logo gdzieś.
No, uwaga. Drugi dzień strzałów na far-out, jedziemy małą ekipą uderzeniową, żeby przywieźć ludziom na pacie troszeczkę sprzętu, którego my już nie wykorzystamy. Mamy ze sobą naszego wspaniałego droniarza Miłosza. Postaramy się nagrać parę strzałów. Aktualnie jesteśmy chwilę przed pierwszą salwą dzisiejszego dnia. O ile dobrze mi wiadomo, ekipa Oraz z Kanady będzie próbowała wykonać pierwszy strzał tego dnia.
Go slow.
Wait, are they cooling the tanks?
Yeah.
I mean, that was quick.
Why did you rocketry?
I'm from Los Angeles actually, but I go to college in Tucson.
Okay. What your team has done today? What we can tell us
Right. So this morning we got together. We came by about 6 when the gates came in. We're prepping for just a static fire of our engine. We did one yesterday. We're going to do another one today, except this time we added a calcium chloride hardener, but we actually just use this to make our fuel burn orange. So that's what we did today. We still fired at about 600-ish in the tank. We got a longer burn time. We got a proper fill, about 4 seconds in the liquid phase, plus another second in the gas. I can show you the graph here of our firing. So in the green here we have our combustion chamber pressure. You have this first spike, which is just where we have a solid motor that starts the combustion of our liquids. And you can see this spike here is where we actually start our liquids. We have liquid phase for this straight line, and then we have run out of liquid and now it's gas, but we still might get thrust here, and then it's done and the tank is still venting. So that is our combustion chamber versus time, and it looks like a really successful burn. We got probably our best burn yet. Most of the time we have either failed to fill it all the way, or it was yesterday it was too hot, and so we might not have gotten as much liquids, but this one was about as good as we could get.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sure.
Congratulations.
Polytechnique Montreal.
Le Polytechnique Montreal. Tutaj nasz łącznik francuski mnie poprawił.
Montreal.
Pół roku w Paryżu już się wywyższa, tak? Dziękuję. Mają rakietę, która powinna polecieć na 27 000 stóp, według tego co zadeklarowali organizatorom konkursu. Obecnie testują przyłącza. Czyli tak jak mówiłem na wcześniejszym vlogu, przyłącza to jest bardzo krytyczny element, który zawsze zawodzi i który warto mieć dobrze przetestowany.
Tam się szykują panowie z konkurencji, a Konrad bardzo zainteresowany robi krzyżóweczkę.
Emocje jak na rybach.
Guys from Polytechnique
Montreal.
Yeah.
Yes, Quebec, Canada.
Yes.
Please tell your names and what you are doing here. Which category do you starting with? What type of rocket?
Okay, so my name is Guillaume. I'm the co-propulsion lead of oraz Polytechnique. So yeah, we launched a hybrid of category B, so 15 to 30,000 feet, I think, and it's a paraffin NOx hybrid. So yeah.
I'm Albert. I'm co-propulsion lead for them. I think you said pretty much.
I've said everything. Yeah.
What can you tell about your rocket and your flight here today?
So it was. We're just very glad to have gone off the pad. We thought we wouldn't be able to launch. We had a lot of. So we had avionics issues, but also GSE
Plumbing issues.
and then GSE issues. So all of that combined, we thought we wouldn't launch.
And we had trouble pressurizing too.
Yeah. So with all of that, the fact that we got off the rail is already a good win. But other than that, things that could have gone better. Well, we've had a lot of chugging in the engine, and that was seen with the paraffin dropping, a lot of paraffin dropping from the nozzle. Other things for the ramp.
The rail caught into one of our fins, so we expect some damage on the rocket.
Yeah. And that probably slowed down a lot our takeoff speed.
And how about your telemetry? Do you get some information for now to tell us about that? And how's the perspective of the recovery over there? Somewhere?
Yeah, so our recovery team is currently setting up. We're gonna do some off-roading apparently, but they say it's about 2 kilometers that way, so it's not that bad, even with the main at apogee. So that's pretty good. About telemetry, so yeah, with all of that I've mentioned, so the loss of fuel and then the fin catching on the rail, we don't expect a big altitude. Our simulations with our last motor test gave us around 22,000 feet, but with all of that, the maximum altitude we've seen is around 10,000. So that's half our altitude.
Congratulations, guys, for your flight and also the loudest motor so far.
Yeah.
At Far Out 2025. This was Oraz from the Polytechnique Montreal.
Bye. See you guys.
Hi, I'm with Brandon. Brandon, can you tell from what city your team is? How's the launch? And can you tell how was your day here at Far Out 2025?
Yeah, we are from Riverside. We're a Highlander Space Program at UC Riverside, so that's the University of California, Riverside. Today we launched for the first time ever. We've never launched a rocket before, a liquid rocket at that. And so we're really proud of just how much we accomplished. And what's the last thing?
So you said liquid rocket. What was the fuel?
We used nitrous oxide emulsion.
Okay, I heard that you use some powder to change the color of your flame. Is that true?
In some previous tests, yes. This latest one, no. We played around with brass though in the past, and we got green flame before.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was your flight?
It was well. I mean, like all we expected today was to just get off the ground. That was the most critical part. Everything after that was our first time like deploying a main chute, drone chute, and luckily those came out successfully as well. We had a little bit of harder impact than expected, but no fret. Like it came down, fins were disassembled, but it didn't matter too much to us because for the first time ever we saw something in the air.
Yeah, it's very nice. Can we show your rocket?
Yeah, we can get a sneak peek from the V-Hall.
Okay.
A little bit disassembled, but hey guys, I'm going to show what the rocket will be.
It's 5:40 by the way.
Okay. Oh, it's 5:40? Yeah. Okay, if you can head over, I'll head over.
Okay. So, can you tell some words about your design?
Yeah, so we have a nitrous oxide ethanol engine that's produces about 800 to 94 pounds of force in 5 seconds. Expected apogee was 11K, but we did 7K, 7.2K instead. We have the engine right here, the propellant tank, and then the airframe tubing, and those sections right here. Our deliverables are a water balance and a black box that gets ejected laterally from the AV bay or from the payload bay. And we've been working on this rocket for about 3 years now. Our team is like 60 people with like 20 people who are like pretty much full-time working constantly.
It's very nice to see a whole rocket recovered.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Good luck in next flights and expand your horizons.
Thank you so much.
Could you
tell us a bit about your rocket because we just saw the launch. You finally did it, especially the last day of performance. What are your feelings? Like, what have you done before?
Apologies for using feet, except all of our parts come in imperial system. So it has a 20-foot total length, 10 feet of that is the tank. So you have the lower airframe, which has a graphite nozzle, combustion chamber, and then it has the inner stage, which has the run valves, fill, and other things. On top of that is the tank, which about 2/3 of it is your nitrous, and then you are going to pressurize the nitrous with gaseous oxygen to give it more pressure when you launch for better thrust. And then the top third of the tank is ethanol. It was ethanol 98, except when we launched we actually ran out of E98. We had to put a little bit of E85 in it as well, but that shouldn't have changed very much about how it performed. So at the top of the fuel tank is the downcomer, which connects and runs down the side down to the fuel valve at the bottom in the combustion chamber, or at the top of the combustion chamber. So the piston inside, there's a free-moving piston in the tank, so the nitrous pressure will pressurize the ethanol, push the piston up to where the ethanol flows down the downcomer and down into the injector. So what I worked on personally was payload stuff, recovery, avionics type of things. And if you all would like to get a video later with the people who did the propulsion type of things, they could potentially give you more detail on it. So higher up though, above the tank, there's a tank bulkhead and then the downcomer that comes down. And then there's a 3D printed bulkhead that separates the electronics with the flight computers. So the flight computers we have, the main is a AIM Extra, which is I believe it's a European flight computer. I'm not sure what country it's from. It is a altimeter and GPS combined. That's what I was showing on the computer. The data we got from it transmits to the computer. It has the firing channels for main and drogue, and it was programmed to fire the drogue at apogee and the main at 3,000 feet, or about a kilometer. The other trackers we had a featherweight Blue Raven, which is just an altimeter that fires parachutes and records telemetry data. And then we had the featherweight GPS, which transmits data that records back to my phone, and that's what I showed you on my phone. So the above the electronics is the parachutes, which we had a 3-foot drogue parachute and a 12-foot iris-shaped main parachute, which both did work correctly except for the main tank disconnecting from, which actually is the same thing that happened last year when we launched a rocket at FAR, but it was a hybrid, and that was due to a mistake in sewing the shock cord. But this year we worked very hard on the shock cord, so I suspect the motor issues may have been more of the cause of the disconnect, but we're not sure yet. Maybe I did make a mistake in the shock.
I kilka słów podsumowania z ostatniego rzędu busa, tak samo jak kończy się dzisiejszy dzień. Mamy nadzieję, że podobały Wam się wywiady, które przygotowaliśmy, oraz filmiki, które udało nam się złapać zarówno z Ziemi, jak i z drona z startów rakiet. Wszystkie te materiały trafią do zespołów. Wszyscy cieszyli się z tego, co im pokazywaliśmy. Mamy nadzieję, że poznaczają nasze dzieła na swoich social mediach. I tak właściwie kończy się już dzisiejszy dzień. My wracamy na jedną z chat, gdzie będziemy przygotowywali się do wyjazdu jutrzejszego dnia do Convention Center na zakończenie całego konkursu, gdyż jutro dosłownie 2 salwy odbędą się rano i to będzie już całkowite zakończenie konkursu i będziemy zbierali się powoli do Polski.
Widzimy się znowu w Mojave Air and Space Port. Tym razem jesteśmy tu już na zakończeniu konkursu, gdzie będą rozdawane nagrody i mamy nadzieję, że jakąś odbierzemy.
Alright, and for first place goes to... It's Rocketlab! Most efficient engine hybrids was Rocketlab.
209 seconds delivered. Way to go, guys. Come on.
Asia, musimy iść jeszcze raz.